Most respected, dear family members, my pranams to you. For the last many months, many people used to watch the uploaded speeches in the YouTube delivered by me, and many appreciations, a few criticism, similarly some guidance, some suggestions, some comments, and so on used to appear in the YouTube, or I used to get such comments through email or as letters. One of the very important requests made by many people belonging to all religion is that I should openly challenge those who are converting Hindus into Christianity and those who are telling and delivering lecture that Vedas contain the name of Allah, Vedas contain the name of Prophet Muhammad, and so on, like Dr. Zakkir Naik, Sri Xavier Khan and others. They tell me that, they inform me that, and they write to me that I should openly challenge them. To all of them, I thought I should deliver a speech as answer for their question or reply for their comment. It is not my job to openly challenge anybody or secretly challenge anybody who is informing the world wrongly about what is not there in Indian literature. It is not my duty, or it is not my ambition to conquer them in argument or challenge. I do not have any aim to see that they are failing and I am winning in the argument. My ultimate aim is to inform them, those who are interested, and tell them what I know about that particular subject. I have gone through Bible 3-4 times. I have gone through Quran, a few part of that. I am not interested in going through that at all. And I have gone through Indian literature. It does not mean that I have studied completely for the last 48 years. And based on that knowledge, I used to inform through YouTube many subjects which majority of the people like and some of the people dislike also. And while uploading some of the messages, I happened to see the lectures of Dr. Zakkir Naik and also the conversion activities through Suvishesham, through good news, something like that, from the Christian side, and through Dr. Zakkir Naik from the Islamic side. So many of the Islamic favorites who wrote to me, nearly half a dozen, they told me that I should openly challenge Dr. Zakkir Naik. Some people who are in favor of Christian conversion, they told me that if I have got guts, I should openly challenge them in the roadside. I am telling to all type of people, I am not for argument with Dr. Zakkir Naik. I am not in argument with others, mainly because they are doing pakka daylight cheating without knowing anything about Veda, without knowing anything about Chandogya Upanishad or Shvetashvatara Upanishad, even without knowing how to pronounce the name of the book. They declare that the name of Allah is there in the book, name of Muhammad is there in the book, they declare that Kalki Avatara means Muhammad Nabi. So to my friends, I would like to ask, if Allah, Prophet Muhammad and so on are there in Vedas written during 4000 5000 BC, then why should they go to the book Quran? Why can't they come to Veda itself, which is far older than Quran? If Vedas contain this name, the minimum theory tells you that when you have to respect Vedas, and if you do not have respect on your own religion and you want the support of Vedas, then take the what is given the most authoritative and become a Hindu. Indirectly I am telling. I am not telling that you should become a Hindu. When you say that when Vedas contain that, Shvetashvetara Upanishad contain that and Kathopanishad contain that, you yourself declare that these Vedas and Upanishads are great. If they are great, then why should somebody go to a religion which is formed 1150 years? What is available in India, those things are quoted for telling that what is created recently in Saudi Arabia or Jerusalem, they are great. Then stick to the greatest which is already here in India thousands of years ago. And all the quotation what is given by Dr. Zakkir Naik are fake, are misinterpreted and wrongly changed Vedic words. And for a Muslim there is only one book. You can quote somewhere and you can say that when this is that, whether the people sitting in front of you are ignorant or they know something like that. Whereas in the case of Indian culture and Sanatana Dharma, the foundation literature itself come about 2000. Their commentaries come about 10,000 in Sanskrit, and their sub-commentaries in 16 Indian languages come nearly 1 lakh. So anybody can say that so and so book in so and so page in so and so line contains such and such thing, and show whenever that fellow is delivering a lecture as a scribbling in the bottom. Ignorant Hindus and ignorant viewers may think that what Dr. Zakkir Naik is telling is correct. And if I start arguing with Dr. Zakkir Naik and I start openly challenging him and arguing with him, he can tell anything from any book and say that when this is present in that, this is present in that. The most horrible thing what I have seen always, Zakkir Naik used to invite some ignorant sannyasi who has got some jada, some beard and in saffron cloth. He never bothers whether that particular sannyasi has got any knowledge about Indian culture or anything. There are millions and millions of saffron wearing sannyasis, so-called sannyasis in India, including beggars are there. He used to call one among them and argue with that particular fellow, and then upload that one saying that these sannyasis have accepted the superiority of Islam. Do you think such a way is needed for spreading Islam? Just like if you are walking through the market, you can see people are selling 5 rupee, 2 rupee, 1 rupee material. Whatever you take, you pay 3 rupees and take this particular orange. For half a kilogram of grapes, only 10 rupees you sell it. But nobody used to sell gold and silver sitting in the roadside telling that you take anything and you have to pay only 5 rupees. The costly, the precious, the valuable, the nice material never used to be sold by shouting in the roadside. Is it not that what they are, these Suvishesham people, the good news people in the Christianity, and partly Dr. Zakkir Naik is doing? Is if you think that when a religion is good, great, deep and has got all philosophical messages needed for the 21st century, do you think that advertisement is needed? Many people used to advertise the medicines, and majority of the medicines are not expected to advertise at all. Why advertisement is not needed? Its greatness and its usefulness is known very well to the people. Under such a situation, it is the scholars which should be taught to the others, just like great and good doctors prescribe a great and good medicine for the respective patients. And one need not go to the advertisement given in TV or newspaper for taking a medicine. If such a thing is done, it is not a good medicine. through advertisement something is spread. That is what Dr. Zakkir Naik is telling that Allah name is there in Veda. You can create any name in the Veda by changing two-letter words. Kem Sid Allah, Kavosa Allah Asid. You know where it is changed? Kim Sid Vanam, Kavosa Praksha Asid. Vanam is changed and he put Allah in that. Vraksha is changed and he put Allah in that place. And like this, he used to convert so-called Nambudris and Brahmins into Islam fold. How he does, you know? The pure Muslims in Nambudri or Brahmin dress, they used to sit and he used to deliver lecture, and those so-called Nambudris ask some question, so-called Brahmins ask some question to Zakkir Naik. Then Zakkir Naik tells that this Vedic message, that Upanishadic message, this Puranic message, this Bhavishya Purana message tells about Muhammad Nabi. So you have to accept Muhammad Nabi. My only question, if your religion is so great, why you cheat the people by telling that these are all Brahmins and converting the Brahmins into Islam in the most fakest way, a wrong word I am using. And if such a thing is needed, 69 countries do have Islamic population, 99%. Enough people are there, just like people subscribe 1 rupee ticket or 2 rupee ticket for a political party membership. Is it necessary to have a membership in Islam? Through the fake lectures and wrong impressions created and 100% lies spread through that one. If fake results and reports are given and data are quoted and informations or lines are quoted and lies are told exclusively for increasing the number of Islamic people or Muslims in the world, is it necessary me to challenge that fellow? And what ultimately my aim in Sanatana Dharma, we never used to convert an Islam or Christian. If they want to come back, it is their own. And if great things need not be spread with advertisements and this type of arguments and this type of so-called dialogues or challenges and other thing. That is why I thought I need not challenge Zakkir Naik. And I have seen that some of the videos uploaded by Zakkir Naik, it is taken from a distant camera and camera adjustment is done showing that so many people are attending. And Harvard University lecture, so-called Harvard University lecture, what is the proof that it is the lecture delivered in Harvard University? When Zakkir Naik is shown, only his face is projected. When the audience are shown, only audience are projected. This audience can be the audience came for attending the Thanksgiving Day in America. This audience can be the audience which came for attending some festival of the film stars in Dubai or somewhere else. You can take the audience, you can take the people who are sitting in the meeting and show that these are all the people who were listening to Dr. Zakkir Naik's speech. Such a wrong impression is created in the name of spreading one of the holiest religion. Did Prophet Muhammad do so? Is it necessary that marketing of a religion is necessary? How low standard it is? If such a low standard somebody is doing, should I go there and give a reply? Many of the wrong quotations from where he has taken, that itself is not known. Many of the books that he quote, it may be available in some Baroda Saraswati Mahal library or Tanjavur Saraswati Mahal library only. So the ignorance of the audience is taken as the bliss for the people who want to wrongly project their religion. They used to argue with the sannyasis and remove whatever part they don't like from the comments of the sannyasi, and the remaining part with the argument of Dr. Zakkir Naik is uploaded. The viewers and the watchers should think that the sannyasi got harassed, the sannyasi conquered, the sannyasi failed, and he has miserably quit the stage, and Dr. Zakkir Naik came out in flying colors. Is it needed for spreading the religion of Islam, whether somebody is believing in Islam, somebody is believing in Jesus Christ or Lord Buddha or Obama or Osama or Saddam Hussein or Pol Pot, these are all their business. But taking their name and denigrating, belittling, degrading Hindu Dharma, that is what I am giving the answer without challenging anybody. And why should they degrade Hindu Dharma? Why should they say, belittle this one on the one hand, and other hand they themselves say that Bhavishya Purana has got the mention of Muhammad Nabi. If Hindu Dharma is bad, then why should they quote from Hindu Dharma, Vedas, Upanishad and Bhavishya Purana and other books? On the one hand they say that one Hindu Dharma has got superstition and it is lower and so and so. At the same time they use the same thing for spreading their religion. Only the same thing you can see in Christianity also. It is told that God created an embryo in the womb of Eve, and it is told that Jesus Christ is created by God directly in the womb of Virgin Mary. Joseph said, I do not have any responsibility for creating such an embryo, and telling that embryo is grown and converted into Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is crucified for the sin of the people. Who said people have done any sin? Why do you call people are sinners? It is for cashing. Just like Osho said, Christianity is nothing but a corporate business after 500 AD run by Pope and company. So Pope and company run a religion for converting the poor people by paying them money or paying them some other materials, 1 kilogram rice, and after converting then they are left in the road for begging. Why the number of Christians should be increased like this through cheating way? It is told that the Satan came and advised Adam and Eve. The so-called Satan in the shape of snake would not have come. The Christians would be walking in the road without any dress, in the naked way. Luckily that serpent came and advised that you should have intelligence, you should have rational thinking, and then only Adam and Eve came to know that when they are naked, they started covering their body. If that Satan would not have been there, if these two people would have followed only Jehovah, they would be still walking as naked, and we human beings would not have been here. Such a blunder story has been labeled as the first sin created by human being. That is the first positive activity done by human being according to me. Advice of rational, logical and scientific thinking created by a Satan, it is the best thing. And you know, Adam and Eve gave birth to Cain, and Cain got married. From where that girl came? If only Adam, Eve and Cain were there, how the girl who got married with Cain came? And he got another son. That son also got married. So another girl was also there. Do you think such a sin created by these two people, we are all called sinners, and for our sin somebody else is hanged in the cross? And do you think that if I am hungry, somebody else is eating food, my hunger will be over? If I am thirsty, somebody else is drinking water, my thirst will be over? Do you think hunger and thirst and pain can be transferred to somebody else? Even in the airline's ticket cannot be transferred in others' name. Then how my sin can be transferred to Jesus Christ? And do you think that one fellow who has committed a crime, if his son is put in the prison, the crime will be over? If I have done some mistake and somebody else is hanged, how it can be justified? And that too, a good man is hanged for the mistake and for the crime of the bad people. That is the horrible thing according to George Bernard Shaw. And remember that Jesus Christ did not die in the cross at all. Even Bible tells that when you are searching for the living man among the dead, so labeling that a man who did not die has died for the sin of the people. That itself is the horrible thing according to Christianity. And those who did not die, they say that when he resurrected from the graveyard, and heaven is above the sky or below the sky, nobody knows. And it is wrongly told that Jesus Christ directly has gone to the heaven. He came to India and he lived up to 64 years in India. So the whole story, cooked story of Jesus Christ is used for spreading Christianity. Why should I challenge them? They are selling the 5 rupee chocolate in the roadside, shouting and calling auction for that, increasing the number of people. America rejected Christianity, England rejected Christianity, Europe rejected Christianity. Now in Vatican, hardly few people are there from Europe. Majority are from India, working there for good salary. And every Suvishesha actor or servant, they make millions and millions of rupees. And partly they take Indian heritage. At the same time they denigrate Indian heritage. Two double roles, just like dialectical materialism they are doing. Not dialectical materialism, dialectical opportunism. On the one line, severely criticize Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, Indian culture. And on the other side, take all whatever is their Indian culture and then copy in Christianity for spreading that. Daylight cheating is done by 4.2 million Christians in India, particularly from Kerala, for spreading Christianity. There is not even a single truth in Christianity. And you know, they are putting the cross in their necklace and ornaments. The cross is the one which is used for crucifying the so-called son of the God. Do you think that when if you are worshipping the pistol used for killing Mahatma Gandhi, then you will be going to heaven for respecting Mahatma Gandhi? If you are worshipping the pistol used for killing him, how will it be looking? Is it not just like that they are doing? The cross is the one, the hanging rope used for so-called killing of Jesus Christ. Then worshipping that cross. And according to Indian culture, you can eat anything, telling that it is the prasadam of the God. Here the Christians are eating the wheat flour, something like that, meant for mass, kurbana, telling that it is the body of Jesus Christ. Can you eat the body of whom you are worshipping? Can you drink wine in the name of the blood of Jesus Christ? And remember that all these things systematically, if you are analyzing, you can see 100% against Indian culture and even culture of any people in the world. Every story of Jehovah, it is nothing but the story of terrorism. If you are going Old Testament, you can see that Jehovah's words, actions of killing using the sword and sending everybody to purgatory and hell, those who do not and those who did not worship him. Such a harassment and approach of egoistic God, can we say that is godly quality or divine quality? Just to go through that one. Again I am repeating that one, whether you worship Jesus Christ or you worship Saint Francis Xavier, who killed 40,000 Hindus for not converting into Christianity, or you worship cross, or you worship the so-called Virgin Mary, these are all your business. But in the name of greatness of that religion, thousands and thousands of poor and innocent people are getting converted into Christianity and butchering Hindu Dharma. What is done here is daylight burglary, robbery, theft, or stealing or cheating. People are converted into Christianity, just like you are giving membership for a political party. The number of Christians increased for conquering the power in the state assemblies, in the panchayat, in the municipality, in the central, and making it sure that by 2020 the parliament, Indian parliament, will be commencing its session by reading Bible. That is the ultimate aim. Pope has also declared that by 2020 India should become a Christian land. He said the first millennia England and Europe got converted. Second millennia, America and Africa got converted. And third millennia, India and China should get converted. The whole responsibility of converting India has been taken by Kerala Christians for the last century. So that too, not by telling the greatness of Bible or telling the greatness of Jesus Christ. They say Saint Thomas came here. All the historical professors, history professors, and even Pope declared beyond a doubt that Saint Thomas has not come to Kerala at all. In that fake story, Christianity is spreading. Saint Thomas converted 8 or 11 temples into churches, and he was killed by Hindus in Saint Thomas Mount, Chennai. All the fake stories, how a religion can be spread by telling only lies. Jesus did not die, and then they said Jesus died for the people who committed sin. Jesus did not resurrect. One person who did not die, how he will resurrect? And they say that when he resurrected, because he is the Son of God. And very clearly the Pope and all the people say, what God cannot create an embryo. I say God cannot create a man in the womb of a human woman without the semen, without the sperm from a human being. The fundamental theory of Jesus Christ itself is absurd. So when everything right from A to Z, another thing is recently happening. One Devasahayam Pillai who got killed in the war between Dutch and English people in Kolachal or somewhere in Kanyakumari district. The Pope and the so-called bishop declared that Devasahayam Pillai was killed by Hindus for converting into Christianity. In India, millions and millions of Hindus have got converted into Christianity, particularly Latin Christians through Saint Francis Xavier. Not even a single Hindu killed anybody who got converted into Christianity. Then such a fake story is created for spreading Christianity in the name of Devasahayam Pillai, particularly aiming for converting the Nayar families in Kanyakumari. Is it even butchering a cow or buffalo we can understand? But why butchering Hindu Dharma is done by the so-called Dr. Zakkir Naik and also so-called Xavier Gan and so many other people, when world over people are trying to understand Hindu Dharma by themselves. Hindus do not do any missionary activity for converting. Definitely if somebody got cheated and went to the other side, they were called back, they were brought back. That they have done. But not by cheating or by crooked method the way Christians and Muslims are doing now, through love jihad, through the name of helping, through the name of service. Why this conversion is taking place? Anything which has got a foundation in the fake story, that will crumble down. I am sure about it. That is why the Christianity got wiped out from America. Christianity got wiped out from England and Europe. They are selling their churches there because people know that the story of Adam and Eve, people know that the story of Jesus Christ, people know that the story of crucifixion and resurrection, these are all humbug and 100% wrong, lie. Can a religion sprout? Can a religion grow in lies and fake stories? And if at all they are doing like that, to my dear friends, I am not interested in openly challenging anybody and arguing with anybody and convincing a few people who has taken their life mission as cheating the people of Hindu Dharma. And even if I start arguing with somebody or challenging somebody, my future days, which may be little more only, my future days will be wasted for arguing and convincing these people. If they got convinced in one line, they will take another line. And like that 2000 literature and 10,000 commentaries and 1 lakh sub-commentaries, that those questions they go on asking, rest of my life should be wasted for convincing these people. Luckily or unluckily, they have got only one book, one God. They have got only one prophet. And they have to make a small boundary and live within that small pond or well. But Hindu Dharma is an ocean. Anybody can take anything and go on asking or arguing anything. And my wasting the time will be difficult. And I am not interested. Why I gave such a comment in YouTube now exclusively to inform you that I am not interested in arguing. My ultimate aim is informing you and just requesting you to understand the truth. Whether you take it or not is none of my business. Just to inform whatever I know. It does not mean I know everything. I know very little from the ocean of Indian culture, half a bucket of water. And I know even if I get 10 Janma, I cannot learn everything. So my request to you, don't try to argue and win the race. Just study, learn, inform, practice to your family members and others. My pranams to you. Thank you very much.